Backlash is this weekend, and so far 5 matches have been announced. We've got championship gold on the line, heated rivalries boiling over, and plenty of room for surprises. Let's get into the predictions. Before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more wrestling content. John Cena versus Randy Orton. For one final time, we're getting Cena versus Orton, a rivalry that defined an era. Hopefully, Cena doesn't get too cute with his whole ruining wrestling gimmick and just gives us a solid match with his most iconic opponent. As far as outcomes go, this one feels pretty straightforward. Cena just became champion, and WWE clearly plans on keeping the title on him for a while. As legendary as Orton is, he's not the guy to end Cena's run. Now, there's always a chance Cena pulls a page from Orton's old playbook and gets himself disqualified to stretch the feud, but honestly, I'd rather not see that route. Prediction: John Cena. Dominik Mysterio versus Penta. This might be the toughest call on the card. Penta's been a fan favorite for years and would absolutely crush it as champion. But Dominik's WrestleMania moment was huge, not just for him, but for how the crowd reacted. He went from one of the most hated heels to getting actual cheers, and that momentum is not going away overnight. The wild card is Finn. There's tension brewing, and a betrayal feels inevitable, but that probably comes after Backlash. Prediction: Dominik Mysterio. Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. This feud had a rocky start, but it's gotten much better thanks to some strong promo work. While it might seem like a simple title defense, there's clearly a longer story being told. Right now, Lynch takes the win. But don't be surprised if this sets up Valkyria for a big comeback down the line, maybe even at SummerSlam. The only way I could see Lyra pulling off the upset is if Bayley made a surprise return, but I think WWE's holding off on that, likely saving Bayley as a big-time challenger for Becky later in her reign. Prediction: Becky Lynch. Jacob Fatu versus Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight. Talk about a stacked match. Fatu's first real test as US champion puts him against 2 former world champs and LA Knight, who's still red hot with the crowd. Even with all that chaos, WWE clearly sees big things in Fatu. He's a dominant force, and a strong showing here could kick off a long, meaningful reign. Prediction: Jacob Fatu. Gunther versus Pat McAfee. Not gonna lie, this feels like a step down for Gunther after his historic world title run. Facing McAfee might be fun for the crowd, but unless there's some serious interference or shenanigans, the ring general should bulldoze through him. The only way McAfee survives is if Gunther loses control and gets himself disqualified. Prediction: Gunther. Those are my predictions for this weekend's event. Who do you think is going to walk out of Backlash victorious? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more wrestling content. Thanks for watching.